Hi guys, and today, you know what time it is. It's the ZettoRado. It's the ZettoRado bio. ZettoRado is okay. Wait. So ZettoRado is starting off with the stats. ZettoRado is uh is 53 meters tall, aka you know he is actually in feet, in meters, he is 53 meters, but in feet, and that, when translated to feet, is 173 feet. So there we have his height. His wingspan is 120 meters. And finally, he weighs 15,000 metric tons. Yeah. So there. That's the end of the stats. And the reason why I chose 53 feet is because a lot of the time Rodan is 10 meters smaller than Godzilla. And since Godzilla is 63 meters, I decided to have him be I decided to have him be 53 meters because that's 10 less. Well, actually he was only 10 meters smaller in the Heisei era. Other than that, the Showa and Millennium era had Godzilla. Rodan is the same size as Godzilla, but the MonsterVerse has him very smaller, pretty smaller. But let's just get to continuing the breakdown. Rodan was originally Rodan was a pteranodon that was a pteranodon sleeping at the time when the atomic bomb hit and mutated him. And the atomic breath only the atomic bomb only made him grow and gave him an extra horn. It didn't give him like atomic breath or anything like like Godzilla, but he still got mutated. Rodan has the ability to fly very fast. I mean, fast. He can even go at he can even fly at supersonic speeds, easily outrunning jets and other flying attackers. But when if Rodan flies over a city or something, due to his immense size, gravity starts he actually causes hurricane winds that can blow that can blow that can blow that can blow large buildings, cars, houses, and even small civilians around. And yeah, it's probably one of Rodan's most dangerous abilities because oh, people people, cars, and buildings and stuff would be all over the place, and like it'll be falling down like debris would be falling down like rain, crushing people and stuff. So yeah, this is a pretty powerful pterosaur we got here. To the next ability. If Rodan can flap his wings to blow to to create strong gusts of wind. He can use these gusts to push away enemies. Like, for example, Godzilla. Rodan Zetto and Gojira Zetto Rodan has a very lesser known ability that he had in the original 1956 debut film titled Rodan. Like, so basically, Rodan and his debut movie, Rodan had wind breath. He could shoot he could shoot strong jets of wind out of his mouth and blow cars and tanks and jets away. But unfortunately for this ability, has never been used since, and I find that pretty disappointing because it's a pretty unique ability, and I think Rodan needs a breath weapon, even when he's not Fire Rodan. Speaking of Fire Rodan, Fire Rodan is going to be in Gogeta Zetto. Yep. ZettoRado has a fire form. And and appearance wise it's basically like what they did with Heisei Rodan. They just made his colors brighter and gave him new abilities, that's all. And yeah, you can guess what ability I'm gonna mention next. Fire Rodan has the ability to use the uranium heat ray from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. So yeah, and finally, when he's in Fire Rodan can actually make when Rodan turns into Fire Rodan, his wing shockwaves actually turn into a wave of fire. Just imagine like seeing a giant bright red pteranodon just flying towards you, and below it there is a flamethrower coming right towards you. That'd be terrifying, and once you see it, you're doomed, basically. It happens with his gusts too. And Rodan can engulf himself in those fire gusts to become his third and final form, Phoenix Rodan. Well, actually, Phoenix Rodan is just like Phoenix Rodan doesn't really have any new abilities other than this wave of heat surrounding him. Like this, it's like a sphere of heat, like Godzilla Earth had when he was transforming at the end of City on into Scarlet Godzilla Earth at the end of City on the Edge of Battle, or Burning Godzilla Earth, like I like to call him. But yeah, and Phoenix Rodan's other abilities are just more powerful versions of Fire Rodan's abilities. So yeah, that's basically it for Rodan. Hope you enjoyed this bio, and sayonara. And I decided to show off a drawing of Rodan I did. So yeah, with that ends this video. Sayonara again for the last time. Sayonara.